Hi everyone, welcome to Vamsi online maths classes. This is your Vamsi Krishna Reddy. In this video, I'm going to give explanation for JEE Mains 2020 mathematics paper. The exam date is January 7th 2020. January 7th 2020, shift 1. Okay, so students, I think you know very well. In JEE Mains 2020 paper, it contains 25 bits. Out of 25 questions, 20 questions are MCQ model and 5 questions are numerical models. Okay, so but I want to make this total paper in 5 videos, each video 5 questions. So in this video, I am going to explain 1 to 5 questions with a clear explanation. Let's get into the questions. Come to the first question. The question is the area of the region enclosed by the circle x square plus y square is equal to 2, which is not common to the region bounded by the parabola y square is equal to x and the straight line y is equal to x. Student, if you read the question carefully, he has given one circle and a parabola and finally a straight line. So we have to find the area of the region bounded by the circle only first of all. But in that area we have to subtract, from that area we have to subtract the area of the parabola, the area bounded by the parabola and the straight line. So that we have to do. Okay. See, I have drawn a diagram here. So this red color figure represents circle, that is x square plus y square is equal to 2, what already given in the question paper, and this y square is equal to x parabola I drawn with blue color, and the line which is passing through origin y is equal to x, is there, no? It is passing through origin, so I drawn with green color. If you see the figure, here there is a common part bounded by the parabola and ellipse. See, I am drawing with yellow color. So this part area we have to subtract from the total circle area. So we know that to find the area of the circle, the formula is pi r square, but we don't know the formula how to find this common part bounded by with the parabola and the straight line. For that we have to approach the differential concept areas. Right, come to the solution. See, given circle is, first of all, given circle equation is x square plus y square is equal to 2. That means x square plus y square is equals to root 2 whole square. So we can say here center C is 0, 0 and radius is root 2. So r value is root 2 here, right? Now what is the parabola equation? He has given y square is equal to x. Let's take this is equation number 1, and line equation is y is equals to x. Take it is equation number 2. Now we can easily observe it, the both functions are equal to x, so we can solve this equation 1 and equation 2 by equating y square is equals to y square is equal to y, right? If you take that y to the right hand side, left hand side, y square minus y is equal to 0. From here if you take y common, y minus 1 equal to 0, so y is equal to 0 and y minus 1 is equal to 0. From here y is equals to 1. When y is equal to 0, x is also 0. The point is 0, 0, and y is equal to 1, x is also 1. The point is 1, 1, right? So it is very clear, one point is 0, 0 we got now, and the point where the line and parabola intersecting, if you take the point is 1, it is 1, 1, right? And so we have to find this common part area, and that we have to subtract from the total area of the circle, right? So therefore required area is equals to total circle area, that is pi r square minus area bounded by the parabola and the line, that is y minus y square, because one function is x is equal to y, another function is x is equal to y square is there. So and the lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1, because one point is 0 0, one point is 1 comma 1. So from here if you consider, if you take y limits, see, that is y to 0 to 1, so 0 to 1. So this is pi times of, already we got r value as root 2, right? So substitute here r value as root 2 their square minus integral of y is y square by 2, integral of y square is y cube by 3, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. So this is equal to 2 pi, because root and square will get cancelled, minus, if you substitute upper limit you will get 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. If you substitute lower limit as 0, you will get 0, no need to write that value. That is equals to 2 pi minus 3 ones are 3, 2 ones are 2, 3 minus 2, 1 by 6, right? Right. Now if you take 1 by 6 as common, that is equal to 12 pi minus 1 square units. This will be the answer. Come to the second question. The question is, if g of x is equal to x square plus x minus 1 and g circle f of x, composite function, g circle f of x is equal to 4x square minus 10x plus 5, then what is the value of f of 5 by 4? Right. This question is a little bit different from the regular composite functions. Okay. See how I am going to simplify this question. Come to the solution part. So first of all, what is the given? So given is g of x is equals to x square plus x minus 1. Students, but don't read this g of x is equal to x square plus x minus 1. Just read it as g of something is equal to something square plus something minus 1. So that will help us in the next previous step, coming steps. So g of something is equal to something square plus something minus 1 he has given, right? Okay, keep that point in your mind. Now come to the second data, what he has given. G circle f of x is equals to 4x square minus 10x plus 5. Okay, according to definition of composite function, we can write g circle f of x as g of f of x is equals to 4x square minus 10x plus 5. Okay, right. Now as I said in the previous step, g of something is equal to something square plus something minus 1, right? Now apply that concept here. G of something, here in the place of something we have f of x, but treat it as something. So according to given data, it is something square plus something minus 1 is equal to, already we have on right hand side 4x square minus 10x plus 5, right? So here you have to take some substitution, that is take x is equals to 5 by 4, that we have to find the value, and wherever you will get f of 5 by 4, take the constant lambda for simplification purpose. Okay, now come to the further steps. If you substitute x equal to 5 by 4 on right hand side, you will get f of 5 by 4 whole square plus f of 5 by 4 minus 1 is equal to 4 times of 5 by 4 whole square 10 times of 5 by 4 plus 5. Okay, right. See, already we have taken f of 5 by 4 value as lambda, so this left hand side value will be changed as lambda square plus lambda minus 1 is equals to 4 into 25 by 16 minus 10 into 5 by 4 plus 5, right? Now 4 ones are 4 fours are cancel. 25 by 4 minus 50 by 4. Okay, lambda square plus lambda minus 1 is equals to 25, 5, 10 5s are 50, 4 5s are 20 whole by 4. Okay, right. So lambda square plus lambda minus 1 is equal to 45 minus 50 is minus 5 by 4. Minus 5 by 4. Right. Now take LCM. What you will get? 4 lambda square plus 4 lambda minus 4 is equals to minus 5. Right. See, if you take minus 5 to the left hand side, you will get 4 lambda square plus 4 lambda plus 1 plus 4 lambda plus 1 plus 4 lambda plus 1 is equal to 0. So we can write this is 2 lambda plus 1 whole square, a plus b whole square concept. From here we can get 2 lambda plus 1 equal to 0, and finally lambda is equals to minus 1 by 2. But what is lambda we have taken? That is f of 5 by 4. F of 5 by 4 value is minus 1 by 2. Right. Now which option is correct? Option B is the correct option. Correct. The students, come to the third question. In this question, if y is equal to y of x, y is equal to y of x, see this, very tricky, y is equal to y of x is the solution of the differential equation e power y into dy by dx minus 1 is equal to e power x, and we also given two conditions such that one condition, that is such that y of 0 is 0, then what is y of 1 value? Right. So first start with given condition. What is the given there? The starting y is equals to y of x. If you see this statement as y of x is equals to y, and he has given another condition, that is y of 0 is equals to 0. So by observation it is very clear, here x value is 0 and y value is also 0. So we can write as x is 0 and y is 0. It will help us in further simplification. Keep in your mind, x is equal to y equal to 0. It is a point x comma 0, 0 comma 0, x comma y. Okay, right. Now come to the differential equation. What is the equation? Given differential equation, e power y into dy by dx minus 1 is equals to e power x. So then dy by dx minus 1 is equals to e power x by e power y. If you bring that to numerator, it will become e power minus y. Okay, right. From here, dy by dx is equals to e power x minus y plus 1 will be the final differential equation. Right. Now take substitution here to simplify the equation. Substitution is take x minus y value as, you can take t or v, whatever it. I want to take here t. So now differentiate with respect to, usually we do the differentiation with respect to x. Here we have to do, because we have dy by dx, differentiate with respect to x. Okay, then 1 minus differentiation of y is with respect to s dy by dx, and derivative of t with respect to s dt by dx. Okay, dy by dx value is 1 minus dt by dx. Okay, so dy by dx, in the place of dy by dx we can substitute 1 minus dt by dx. Now come to the equation what we have. So we have equation dy by dx. In the place of dy by dx we can write 1 minus dt by dx. On right hand side we have e power x minus y. In the place of x minus y we already taken that as t, right? So substitute there e power t plus 1. E power t plus 1, that is equals to e power t plus 1. So we can easily cancel 1 1 on both sides. 1 1 on both sides. So then what we have, dt by dx is equals to minus e power t. Okay. Now bring this e power minus to the left hand side by variable separable method. What you will get? Already is there minus, so minus e power minus t dt is equals to dx. Now take integral on both sides. Integral e power minus t dt is equals to integral 1 dx. So minus integral e power minus x formula is e power minus x, and we have divided with minus. Okay, because t coefficient is minus 1. Integral 1 value is x plus c. So it is very clear, minus minus will get cancelled, e power minus t will be there, is equal to x plus c. But what is t replaced there? What is t? t value we have taken as x minus y. Okay, see, the previous step we have taken t value as x minus y, right, is equals to x plus c is there. Now check this curve nature at 0 comma 0, 0 comma 0, because the starting we decide we find that values x equal to 0, y equal to 0, and substitute there. What you will get, e power minus 0 is equals to 0 plus c. E power 0 will get, e power 0 value is 1, so c value is 1, c value is 1. Now come to the equation again here, this equation, this equation, right, come there, and from 1 substitute there c value as 1, so e power minus x minus y is equals to x plus 1. In the question, if you observe there, he is asking y of 1, y of 1. Y of 1 means the question is y is equal to y of x is there. That means y of x. In the place of y of x, we have y of 1. That means x value is 1. So at x is equal to 1, the original curve nature is e power minus of 1 minus y is equals to 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. That means, see, e power, if interchange this is y minus 1, the minus will get cancelled on the power, is equals to 2. So y minus 1 is equals to log 2. So y is equals to 1 plus log 2. That will be the answer. Come to the question, fourth question. The question is, if y is equal to mx plus 4, y is equal to mx plus 4 is tangent to both the parabolas y square is equal to 4x and x square is equal to 2by, then what is the b value? Students, if you see this, the first parabola y square equal to 4x is symmetrical about x axis and it is in standard form, and second parabola x square is equal to 2by is symmetrical about y axis, right? And moreover, the given line y is equal to mx plus 4, it is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, is a tangent to the both parabolas. Both parabolas in the sense here common tangent, right? Okay, right. First take the parabola y square is equals to 4x. Okay, right. If you compare with y square is equal to 4ax, a value should be 1, right? Now the line y is equal to mx plus c, y is equal to mx plus c, I think y is equal to mx plus 4 is tangent to the equation number 1, then the condition is c is equals to a by m, right? And c value, by comparing the given line, c value is 4, right? So 4 is equals to a value is 1, m value we don't know. From here we can conclude that m is equals to 1 by 4, m value is 1 by 4. Now the given line y is equal to mx plus 4 will be changed as y is equals to 1 by 4 times of x plus 4, right? And this line is also tangent to the second parabola x square is equals to 2by, right? Now if you compare this second parabola with the x square is equal to 4ay, then 4a is equals to 2b, a is equals to b by 2. Okay, right. Now the line y is equal to mx plus c, I want to mention one note point here which is not in IP level. So that is, if y is equals to mx plus c is tangent to x square is equals to 4ay, then the condition is c is equals to minus am square. C is equal to minus am square. Okay. Now apply this formula. C value is already in the question we know the c value is 4. Y is equal to mx plus c, right? C value is 4. So 4 is equals to minus a. Minus a value we got b by 2. So minus b by 2. And m value, y is equal to mx plus c, right? M value, or here also we got m value is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 whole square. So 4 is equals to minus b by 16 2s are 32. Then b is equals to minus 128. 32 4s are 128. So b value is minus 128. Option C is the correct option. Come to fifth question. The question is, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation k plus 1 into tan square x minus root 2 times of lambda into tan x is equals to 1 minus k, where k and lambda are real numbers, and another condition he has given, that is tan square of alpha plus beta is equals to 50, then what is the lambda? So with the help of these data we have to find what is the lambda. First of all, take the given equation. The equation is k plus 1 into tan square x minus root 2 times of lambda into tan x plus k minus 1. If you take that 1 minus k to the left hand side, that will become k minus 1 is equal to 0. So he has given alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. The equation is in terms of tan, right? So now the roots will be tan alpha, tan beta. Now find the sum of the roots, tan alpha plus tan beta. Sum of its formula is minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. So that is already here we have minus, right? So it will become root 2 lambda by k plus 1. And at the same time find the value of product of the roots, tan alpha into tan beta. So that is equals to c by a, constant by k minus 1 by k plus 1, right? Now what is the condition he has given in the question? That is tan square of alpha plus beta is equals to 50. I think you know very well tan of a plus b formula. That formula is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan b, we have whole square there, is equals to 50. Okay, substitute here. Tan alpha plus tan beta value we got 2 lambda by k plus 1. So root 2 lambda by k plus 1 whole by, and tan 1 minus tan alpha and tan beta value is k minus 1 by k plus 1. So k minus 1 by k plus 1, we have whole square here, whole square is equals to 50. Simplify it, you will get 2 lambda square by k plus 1 minus k minus 1 whole square. Okay, k plus 1 k minus 1 whole square is equals to 50. In the final step you will get 2 lambda square by 4 is equals to 50. That implies lambda square is equals to 100. So we can conclude here lambda is equals to 10, because 10 square is 100. So what is the lambda value now? 10. So first option will be the correct option. This video. Okay friends, this video I discussed question number 1 to 5. In the next video from the same paper, JEE Mains 2020 January 7th shift 1, I am going to discuss the question number 6 to 10 with a clear explanation. If you like the video, please share and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.